Ito pong can you identify contractors, commissioner, with repeat adverse audit finding who still continue to receive new projects? Meron po ba kayo listahan na itong contractor ito blacklisted, itong contractor na ito substandard? Meron kayo? Wala.
Sir, meron po kaming ongoing list, sir. Pero as to yung mga blacklisted contractors po, manggagaling po kay DP. Pero meron na din po kaming parang database, sir, na ginagawa po ngayon. And yung data po ngayon ay nasa 2022 to 2024 na po, sir.
Pala, bakit lumusot sa inyo?
Sir, sa ngayon po, sir, since we are still consolidating and gathering data from our regional and district auditors,
Alam niyo yung
sir.
problema, you have
Yes,
a
sir.
very standard way of answering us.
Yes,
eh.
sir.
You are still waiting for
No,
your
sir.
regional offices. Alam niyo yung problema ninyo, Madam Coa? Kasi puro kayo post-audit eh. Mag-audit kayo pag tapos na yung project. Like what happened in Misamis Occidental. I ask your regional, anong tawag niyo ron?
Director po, sir.
Regional Director ng COA. I asked him, there is a very irregular project being constructed in Misamis Occidental in Barangay Lamaan.
Yes.
This is a project shepherded by the former, ano ba yun? He was a deputy speaker in the House of Representatives. Kapareho ko siyang deputy speaker. He was able to get a 50 million project from DPWH. Tinanong ko yung DPWH doon in Region 10. How come DPWH now is funding housing projects? Kailan nangyari ito? And then when I asked him, yung baka kung pagtatayuan ng lupa ng housing project na yan, costing 50 million pesos. By the way, Mr. Secretary, yung contractor doon ay itong Alpha and Omega General Contractor and Development Corporation, one of the 15 contractors identified by the President. Sabi ko, tinatanong ko sa kanya, alam mo ba na yung pagtatayuan ng housing project na ito ay hindi pa sa pangalan ng city? I don't know, sir. Bakit hindi mo alam? Eh kasi po, mag-audit lang po kami pagkatapos ng project. Saan ka naman nakakitang? Ibig po, sinasabi ko na nga sa iyo ngayon eh. The city of Lamaan, the local government's LG unit at that time, succeeded in getting a writ of possession. On the basis of the writ of possession, itatayo nila yung housing project. I told them, is the writ of possession transform itself as a title for the city? Hindi ko po alam, sabi ng inyong COA. Pag natapos ang project na ito, kanino kakuha ang project na ito? Hindi ko po alam. Ito po yung nangyayari ngayon eh. Ito na naman pong Alpha and Omega General Contractors and Development. Ginamit lang po yung lisensya niya, Mr. Secretary. Alam mo niyo kung sino yung gumawa doon? Yung mismong gobernador ngayon na mayroong isang construction company. I hope he is listening. At sasabihin ko sa kanya ngayon, hindi pa ako tapos sa'yo.
Mr. Chairman. Mr. Chairman.
Let me continue with the...
Mr. Chairman,
Mr. Chairman,
Mr. Chair, you still have the floor, Mr.
kasi
Chair.
po,
just a clarification, Mr. Chairman, kasi taga Region 10 ako.
yes, sir.
So,
Sabihin
hindi
ko lang
naman
ito
taga
na
Bukidnon yun, Mr. Chairman. Hindi Bukidnon yun.
yung
Yung project na yun ay hindi sa Bukidnon.
Misamis
yun?
Occidental ito eh.
Misamis.
Lamaan, Lamaan.
Okay.
O, malayo yung Bukidnon,
Thank you for the
Senator.
clarification, sir.
Mr. Chairman, connected to
So,
the...
Senator Soto, okay ka na? Tapos ka na po kayo? Kasi kayo yung mga may priority
Ako hindi
mo
pa.
na magtanong. And then, Senator Villanueva, wala na siya rito. Senator De La Rosa, okay ka na? And then, now, I will, pwede ba?
I'm not yet through, Mr. Chair. Only one question. Nasa akin pa yung floor, Mr. Chair.
Paano mo nalaman sa iyo pa ang floor?
Pare sila singit ng singit eh.
Pinasisingit mo kasi. Wag ka na magpasingit. You continue.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Chair. Okay, Mr. Secretary. Once proven that these are ghost projects, what action are you going to take?
We will file all the necessary charges, Your Honor. And ghost projects, actually, sabi ko nga, anybody who is involved in the implementation of that kind of a project has to be answerable. Your Honor.
Pagkatapos na mawala yung pera natin, nawala yung pera ng gobyerno.
Well, unfortunately, Your Honor, this is
Ito bang mga these municipalities that have mentioned, nabayaran na ba yung itong Wawaw Builders? Bayad na ba? Please check your
yung mga
records.
projects na na-complete, Mr. Yung mga projects that have been filed, palagay ko na nabayaran na po lahat to.
So,
Except
when will
for-
we expect your investigation to finish?
Probably in a couple of weeks or next week, Your Honor, we just have.
And who is in charge of inspecting the quality control in the province of Bulacan?
Right now, Your Honor, I have relieved the entire district office.
Oh,
I have relieved the
Yes.
entire district office and the
assuming
regional.
that you have relieved all your officials, who is this person who is in charge of inspecting the quality control in Bulacan before you relieve them?
In the district office, Your Honor.
In charge nga ron sa quality control ng Bulacan. I don't know.
Sino ba yung in charge of quality control? Your Honor, just may I have to consult.
National din po.
Ano first name nito?
I was just informed, Your Honor, sorry about that. But the person who is supposed to undertake quality control in the district is Norberto Santos, Your Honor.
Okay, Mr. Chair, would like to I move that we invite this person in our next
Noted.
Okay. I'm done, Mr. Chair.
Let me make another clarification. Kanina po sinabi namin yung total flood control budget ay 849. Yun pong 849 billion was only for 2022 to 2024. Ang total po from 2022 to 2025 is actually 1 trillion 200 billion 308 million 300,000 or 1.2 trillion pesos. For the record po. Let me now shift to Senator Tulfo for a very, very few questions.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Mr. Chair, may we invite the COA district head in First District in Bulacan and the Bulacan DPWH First District Alcantara to be present next hearing, Mr. Chair. Mr. Chair, can we invite the COA First District of Bulacan and the District Engineer, First District, Alcantara, to... for
Certainly.
next hearing?
Director General, please take note of the request.
All right. Now let me direct my question to the Department of Public Works and Highways. Mr. Secretary, based on the list released by the President, there are top provinces with flood control projects. Okay? Pero they're not on top of the list na flood-prone area. Like Cebu with 414 flood control project, Isabela 341, Albay 273, Leyte 262, Camarines Sur 252. Tinitignan ko po itong listahan. Wala po sila dito sa top 10 flood-prone province. Ang number 1 po dyan, Pampanga, Nueva Ecija, Pangasinan, Tarlac, Bulacan, Metro Manila, Maguindanao, North Cotabato, Oriental Mindoro, Ilocos Norte. Ang tanong ko po, Mr. Secretary, ano po sinunod ho natin dito? Yung hazard mapping po ba? O sinunod natin yung politiko kung saan niya gustong ilagay yung pondo niya? Mr. Secretary.
Your Honor, as I have explained, actually po, yung paglalagay po ng projects, ng flood control projects, under the National Expenditure Program po ito, no? Under the National Expenditure Program, meron po kasing allocation for each engineering district. Allocation po. And then, if you say there is a 1 billion allocation for a engineering district, ang policy po namin dito is 70% of that should go to the core program of the department, which is National Road Program Management and bridges, and of course flood control projects. So, ito po yung core program ng department. So at the end, these are prioritized, and 70% of the 1 billion, as I said, 1 billion, theoretical 1 billion, can be allocated for local infrastructure. So in the allocation of that 70%, it's all up to the priorities in that district where to put the allocations, either in roads or flood control, Mr. Chairman. So at the end of the day, ang kwan po nito is actually, as I mentioned, it has to go through the process of the projects would have been included in the regional budget proposal.
Kaya nga, Mr. Chair, bakit po napakalaki naman ng pinondo po dito sa mga probinsya na ito, when in fact, wala ho siya doon sa top 10 list ng flood control. Billions po yung pinondo. Ano po ang basis, legal basis po, na pondohan itong 5 probinsya na ito na hindi naman po flood prone sila, Mr. Secretary?
Ito po kasi yung situation, Mr. Chair. As far as the National Expenditure Program that is submitted, these are equitably distributed amongst all the legislative and engineering districts. However, Mr. Chair, I think we know that actually after the General Appropriations Act, marami po yung mga projects that are included.
I understand that, Mr. Chair, pero yun nga po, ibabalikan na lang ho natin yan because ang tanong po natin, napakalaki naman po ng pondo at saka napakaraming flood control projects ng mga lugar na ito. Hindi po ba ninyo nasilip ito nung nilagay po ninyo sa NEP? Did you check man lang or ask as you're planning or whoever is in charge na kailangan natin lagyan dito ng flood control, Cebu, blah, blah, blah. Sana, tinignan din ho natin kung magaling ho yung planning natin, kung sino man niya may hawak dyan, binabaha ba? Ang tanong po dyan, binabaha ba? Bakit tayo magpopondo rin sa lugar na ito kung hindi naman po binabaha? It's a waste of money, Mr. Secretary. Waste of time also. Halatang-halata ho popondohan mo dito, gagastusan mo na wala namang baha, di po ba? I mean, am I right? Yes or no lang, Mr. Secretary?
Yes, Your Honor. I agree
Opo.
completely.
All right. Now, I'll go back to you, Mr. Secretary. Mr. Chair, let me ask this question to the Department of Budget and Management. Madam Secretary, ma'am, wala po bang hindi po ninyo chinecheck? So, basta nag-request lang ng pondo, rireleasan ho ninyo. Hindi man lang matatanong para saan po itong pondo na ito, billion po ito, flood control. Wala ba kayong to counter na flood control, kailangan ito to justify? I mean, release lang ho tayo ng release kasi sabi ni congressman, sabi ni ganito, hingan ko ng pondo, etc., etc. Kailangan ko kasi baka hindi. Pag hindi ko nireleasan, baka ipitin ang pondo ko sa budget hearing.
Mr. Chair, good noon po sa ating lahat. Kung ano po ang nakalagay sa General Appropriations Act, yun po ang inire-release natin sa Department of Public Works and Highways. Naka-line item po lahat ng mga projects. It's detailed and identified yung mga projects po. Isa-isa, nakasulat po dyan. Yung
Pero-
mga projects, yung mga flood control projects.
I understand that, Madam Secretary, pero my point is, wala po bang pagkakataon? Kasi baka mamaya mali na po yung nililista. Hindi na po tama. If you see something wrong, okay, nandyan nga po yan, line item, pero hindi na po tama. Hindi po ba pwedeng i-correct po from
Senator
your end?
Erwin, may I interrupt? I think the good secretary has not taken his oath yet. Am I correct? So,
Hindi po. Sorry, late po ako. I came
Director
from
General,
another...
can you please administer the oath of the Secretary of DBM?
Truth and nothing but the truth in this proceeding.
Okay. Proceed, Senator Erwin.
Yeah, my question here is, Mr. Chair, para kay Madam Secretary, is like, tama ho, I mean, nasa line item, etc., kailangan ninyong pondohan yan, pero hindi po bang medyo questionin man lang na nakakaduda na po dahil, teka muna, masyadong malaki ito, bobondohan natin ito na wala namang baha dito, or at least kahit na to check lang po, counter check na baka
Wala po kaming wala po kaming tao na kayang mag-check isa-isa ng mga projects na pinopropose ng DPWH
But
po.
do you have the mandate to do that?
Wala din po eh.
Yun ang sabihin mo.
Wala rin po. Opo. Wala po.
Okay. Okay. Now, let me move to the Commission on Audit naman. Ito pong yung, can you identify contractors, isa Commissioner, with repeat adverse audit finding who still continue to receive new projects? Meron po ba kayo listahan na itong contractor ito blacklisted, itong contractor na ito substandard? Meron kayo? Wala.
Sir, meron po kaming ongoing list, sir. Pero as to yung mga blacklisted contractors po, manggagaling po kay DP. Pero meron na din po kaming parang database, sir, na ginagawa po ngayon. And yung data po ngayon ay nasa 2022 to 2024 na po, sir.
All right. Balikan ko po si Secretary Bonoan. Mr. Chair, Mr. Secretary, ano po, wala po kayong list. Yung kagaya po nasabi ni Senator Raffy kanina, na isa lang po ang kuan, pero lahat pumasa, isa lang ang blacklist nyo. Of this 15, lahat po ito good performance so ito since 2022. Lahat po nagawa nila, na kumpleto nila yung project.
As far as our monitoring records are concerned, Mr. Chair, this is completed naman yung sa records namin, no? Completed. As far as the central office records are concerned, actually, I'm not saying that in the field this could be a different story, but actually in our monitoring records in the department, they are completed because completed po lahat yung records, completed po.
Completed, pero what I'm saying is like hindi nyo sigurado sa inyo sa main office, lalo na yung office mo, kung yung proyekto kagaya na pinakita ni Chair Marcoleta kanina, yung wasak o durog na tulay or whatever it is, yung embankment, hindi ho ninyo mamonitor yan kasi
Hindi. Because we...
so pwede kayong dayain ng mga tao ninyo sa region, sa district, pwedeng magsinungaling at sasabihin, Secretary, tapos na po ito. So wala kayong way to find out na yung project na yon completed at hindi substandard? Wala pong ganon?
Well, we rely actually on the data that is fed to us, actually, the central office, Your Honor, at that point in time. No? But,
This data, Mr. Secretary, you're just relying sa mga tao ninyo sa field, sa district engineer,
Yes, Your
sa
Honor.
regional director.
Yes,
Tama
Your-
po?
Tama po.
So, ang ibig niyo pong sabihin, yung dadaan ng kontulay, pupunta ako sa probinsya ngayon, hindi ko sigurado kung safe po ba yun, talagang matibay ba yun, because you're just relying. Paano kung substandard po yung tulay? Kagaya po nang nangyari sa Kabagan, Isabela. Paano po yun? How? How will you know? How will I know? Na driver mo, kasama ko, pamilya ko, mag-out of town kami, long weekend pa naman, next week, this Thursday. Paano pala, kung substandard pala ho yung tulay na yun? Let's not talk about flood control muna. Let's talk about these projects. Kung hindi po ninyo na monitor at umaasa lang kayo sa mga tao ninyo, how are we going ika nga masasabi natin na safe yung kalsada na yan, safe yung tulay na yan. Eh kung umaasa lang po kayo sa report ng district engineer, project engineer, regional director, eh may kutsabahan ho yan eh. Let's face it, alam niyo naman ho, may kutsabahan. Tama po ba? With your RD, DE, project engineer at saka contractor, may kutsabahan na yan, Mr. Secretary.
Your Honor, I think your premise is correct. That I think at the central office, even me, I would just have to rely on the authenticity of the reports that come to me actually from the field offices, all over the country.
Okay.
So until such time that there's a report. There is a report that will come to me that hindi tama, then that's the time that I have to have an action on it, Your Honor.
My last question, Mr. Secretary, to give way to to our colleagues here. Mr. Secretary, alam niyo, namomonitor niyo ho ba na karamihan sa mga RD ninyo at district engineer ay mga kontratista din? May mga construction company? That they have construction firms? Hindi po.
This is one thing that I want to unearth actually in this process, Your Honor.
Hindi nyo na rin ba narinig yung in-house construction, Mr. Secretary? Kami na lang gagawa, kagaya po na nangyari sa akuan. Kami nang gagawa, ako nang gagawa dahil ako district engineer kasi may construction company. Hindi nyo rin po naririnig yung in-house construction na yan?
You are asking whether
Yes.
there are district engineers who are contractors?
Yes. Mr.
Will you not also ask how many